All right. Welcome, everyone. This is our second go-around with doing a Google Hangout on air to do one of these workshops. So bear with us if we have any technology issues. I think we're all good, but just bear with us if that's the case. You can use the commenting section below. Please only post relevant questions and so forth. Because that is all public, and we will monitor that. A couple of housekeeping items before we go ahead and get started, and I'll turn it over to our guest today, who some of you may already know. But number one, we're doing a business building workshop here, and honestly, no, all hype aside, like you really need to see this. When I talked to Bob, our guest today, about this. He's been bugging me for like a week or two, check this thing out, and I've just been busy and so forth. I finally checked it out, and I called him before I was even done checking out what he had sent me, and I was like, "Are you free Thursday? Because we need to get you on like ASAP." So this is really, really powerful stuff. So give us your undivided attention for the next hour or so, and we'll stay on for Q&A. If for as long as need be. So that's number one. Number two, make sure that you have a pen and paper handy, because there's stuff you're going to want to jot down. There's questions that you might want to jot down, or little notes to yourself. So have a pen and paper, or if you like to take notes on your your iPad or your iPhone, whatever the case may be. And lastly is, I'll say it again, you can use the comments below to ask questions. Now, there is a little bit of a delay. There's like a 15 to 30-second delay. And I'm going to let Bob go through what he's put together and give you a little demonstration before we go into Q&A. So as you think of something, post it there, and we'll get to the Q&A at the end. So our guest today is Bob Mangold, and some of you may have known Bob. You may have been on workshops before that we've done with Bob. If that's the case, pay attention. You've never seen this before. Okay, this is completely new information and new stuff. And Bob knows his stuff. Like, Bob is completely no nonsense, all about just getting results and getting stuff done. And what he's got to show you, basically, he's going to show you a way that a real estate agent in conjunction with a mortgage pro got 21 listings and 47 buyers in 9 days. Okay, and that's just one example. He'll probably give you many other examples of similar results, and people getting consistent results following using a software and following a process that he's going to outline for you. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Bob. I'm going to moderate these questions and make sure everybody's on here and so forth. And I'm going to take notes myself too, because I haven't seen this presentation. I've just gotten a little taste, enough to know that this is pretty cool stuff.
Yep, awesome. All right, I'll give you a quick update too. That 21 listings is now at 108 listings since the 5th of May that she's taken in a suburb outside of Chicago. 108 listings. So it's crazy. So let's talk about what we're going to cover today. First, we're going to show you where to find and how to list as many homes as you can handle anytime you want. Talk about peace of mind as a realtor to know that I can flip the switch on and start to make money anytime I want. Because let's be honest, in every market that I know of out there, if you take a listing, you pretty much are only about 45 days away from getting paid. So listings are vital right now. Number two, how to easily dominate Google for hundreds, if not thousands, of search terms. And I'm going to show you in a way that makes it easy to understand why that's important for you. Number three, how to use video marketing to generate all the purchase leads that you need. Fourth, how to turn FSBOs, expireds, and new homes into pocket listings. If you can't list them for whatever reason, they're going to be pocket listings for you. And then how to generate buyer leads from them, even if you never list the house. And then last, how to completely change your business. And I've got in there fast. And folks, I'm telling you, we've turned people's business around in a day. That's how quickly this can impact your business. Okay? So that's what we're going to cover. So let's just go to start here. This is according to NAR now, from their 2012 profile of home buyers and sellers. 100% of home buyers now go to the internet to search. So as a marketing guy, I always look at, well, I need to find where my customers are at. So where are the home buyers at? Well, they're online. So at the end of the day, as a business person, I'm going, hey, I have to dominate the online world. Now, I got this from the Realtor magazine, 30 Under 30. Matt's not a client of ours. I should pick up the phone and call him because I certainly tout him enough. When I read his 30 Under 30 profile, I said, holy, crap, this guy figured it out. And his main crux is, hey, my main marketing strategy was to become impossible to miss online in the downtown markets that I work in. I tried to own 40% of the zip codes that I work in. I like to think if you're searching for a property in my markets, you won't be able to miss me. Now, his 2013 projected closings in Realtor magazine was $42 million. That's not his company, guys. That's him. So do the math on that at 3%. Now, the way that Matt does it, he does a lot of banner ads, pay-per-click, things like that, which there's a cost to that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just fairly expensive, so you've got to do $42 million to afford it. Well, we're going to talk about how you can do that today. Actually can be a profit center for you. So the problem is getting found online is next to impossible. Most of us are not technology geeks. And then B, it becomes very expensive, so you're spending money like Matt is. So what we did is we've developed a very simple system that allows you to dominate Google. And how does that happen? Now, I don't have the ability to unmute people and ask you, but if I had to ask you, which search do you think gets the first click and the most clicks on this page? And I think everybody probably figure out, well, the one with the thumbnail there, whether it's a video or a Google Plus authorship. 87% of search terms that have either a video or a Google Plus thumbnail, 87% of those receive the first and most clicks on a page, whether that's organic or pay-per-click ads. So this becomes real simple, folks. How do I take and have a thumbnail on there, especially with video? According to Forrester Research, video is 53 times more likely to be ranked on the first page of Google. Not 53%, 53 times more likely. Now, I know Josh has been talking about video forever. There's a whole bunch of people that have been talking about video forever. We're going to go into that, but I don't want you to be afraid of video because we're going to make this so simple, a 5-year-old can do it. So here's what I'd like you to think about. What do you think would happen to your business if every time a potential buyer or seller searched Google, no matter what search term they entered, your video would be on the first page? Your business would explode, right? So let's show you what that looks like. Think of it this way. When somebody sits down to search Google, they're sitting down to have a conversation, right? I might look for need a plumber in North Phoenix. Well, here's what some of the conversations would look like, typical real estate ones in my area. Hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom home for sale in 85051. Well, here's this page that shows up when you punch it in. If you notice where I have it circled, we got that video to rank on the first page of Google in 3 minutes. Now, look at who's above us. Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com. We're above everybody else in 3 minutes, folks. Now, remember this, 87% of the people that show up on that page are clicking on that link, okay? I'm looking for a house for sale in 85051 with 3 bedrooms. There it is. 6 minutes it took us for that. Again, 87% of the people are clicking on that page. I'm looking for a house for sale. Again, a little bit different because, right, if we had 100 people doing a search, they're all going to punch in something a little different. So I want to be on the first page of as many possible search terms as possible. So when that happens, this one took us a little bit longer. It took us 2 hours and 3 hours, but both of those are our videos. And remember now, 87% of the people will click on those videos. When they click on both of those videos, what do you think the odds are that they're going to call that agent, whether they're thinking about buying or selling? Here's a really competitive one. Anybody who knows Phoenix, North Scottsdale is a very upper end area. So this one, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house in North Scottsdale. Took us 2 hours to get on the first page of Google. And then last, let me go back one. Same idea, just a little bit of a difference on there. I'm looking for a North Scottsdale 3-bedroom home for sale. This one, same thing, took us 2 hours. So the concept, folks, I think we could agree that if your business could easily dominate Google like that for hundreds or even thousands of search terms, you'd never have to worry about finding clients ever again, right? I mean, think about that one, Josh. Anybody that punches anything in, and your videos keep popping up, who are they going to call? And that's what we want you to understand, folks. That's the power of the internet. The problem becomes, how in the world do we do that? Now, Google and NAR did a study last year, and I want to give you some of the results from that, because some of these things surprised me. 86% of the people wanted to find out more about a specific community, and only 70% wanted to take a virtual tour. Well, that's a pretty substantial difference, right? So the question is, how many realtors ever make a video about a community? And yet that's what the community, the customer wants. Now, virtual tours are certainly part of it. 54% want to get general information. They want to compare features. But here's the two on the bottom, caught my eye really quickly. 30% want to watch customer testimonials. And then 25% will decide which company they choose from. 25%. I'm going to give you another statistic on that in a minute. But here's what I do want you to understand. We're always so focused on on virtual tour, we never think about the community. And I want to give you an idea. I live in 85050 zip code. Do you know that 14,512 people a month punch in just the number 85050? What if I could have a video on everything that ever comes up for that? So let me give you an idea. This is a community information video that we created. My wife is a realtor, so we just use this as a dummy one. But here's a video that we created on Desert Ridge, which is a shopping center and big focus of the community that we live in. Why wouldn't we do those, right? Now, obviously, YouTube's the #1 search destination for video. Here's a number that surprised me, though. 41% of them go to the broker's website to watch video. And I will tell you, we look at thousands and thousands of websites every month. Very few agents have video on their websites. So to me, that's a business opportunity. Now, here's some numbers that really jumped out at me. Oh, first of all, let's do the bottom one. 78% of new home shoppers visit 3+ sites. So again, if I punched in 3 different search terms and my video popped up and they clicked on it and they seen me 3 times, what are the odds I'm going to be the one they hire? Now, here's the cool part. Buyers will take and choose who they want to work with 24% of the time the first day that they start searching. That's why it's so critical to own all those search terms. 1 out of 4 buyers will make a decision today. That's why I need to be the first one on Google like that. Now, agent and agent-related searches on YouTube grew 46% year over year. That means more and more people are going to YouTube to find out information about communities, homes, etc., right? So let's be honest, guys, with all the data that's out there and all the things that you've heard over the last few years on video, when I share these numbers with you on video, the question becomes, why aren't most of you using it? And again, because I can't really ask you, I just created a sheet of about the 10 most popular things that I hear. You know, Bob, I just can't do video because I hate how I look and sound on camera. I don't know what kind of video to produce or even what to say. I don't have the equipment. I'm not a tech geek. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And about 1.5 years ago, I was having a conversation with someone, and they were complaining about how they teach agents all the time about video marketing, and they never do it. And I sat down and said, well, what if I could come up with a system that eliminates every one of those obstacles so that anybody in the real estate business could use video? And here's what we came up with. It's called High-Tech Video Pro. It's the first 100% automated video building software that requires absolutely no knowledge of video. You do have to know how to turn on a computer. You don't need a video camera. You don't need editing. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need lighting. Heck, you don't even have to talk. And the reality of this, guys, is our 50 and 5 technology is so powerful, it's patented. Nobody else can do this. And because it's so powerful, we can use it to get on the first page of Google for dozens of keywords in less than an hour. Now, what does 50 and 5 mean? It means you can make 50 different videos in about 5 minutes. And so that's what that means. Here's all you basically need, folks. You can use pictures. You could use your iPad. You could use a camera. You could use your smartphone and the high-tech video software. I'm going to show you how easy it is to go and get pictures and create videos today off of the Reticulous Fizbo Crusher system, and that's all we need, folks. So how does that work and how does the system work? I'm going to show you a demo of it a little bit towards the end. Because the reality of it is, it doesn't matter if it's simple or not. What everybody cares about is, how in the world do I make more money with this thing? How do I get more listings? How do I get more buyers? How does that work? So let's just imagine this scenario. I just put it in this order. Imagine going on a listing presentation, and as people are walking you through the house, you're taking your iPad or your iPhone or whatever, and you're taking pictures of their house. You sit down at their kitchen table, you press a couple of buttons, and about 5 minutes later, you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 videos to show them of their house. What do you think the odds are, folks, that you're going to blow them away with that? And so when we start to think of this, yeah, it's a cool little piece of software, but at the end of the day, how do I use it to make money, and how do I get it to wow people? Well, that's one of the ways that you wow people. So let's think of it this way. I'm going to give you 3 different ways that you can go out and do this immediately. Let's talk about new home communities, right? Inventory in almost every market that I know of. I don't know of a market that doesn't have an inventory problem. Having inventory is an issue. And so we can turn to the new home communities. But how do we take and do that? Well, first, we find a new home community. We go there. Let's take some pictures of the different properties that we can turn into videos like this. We're not going to put any information at all in the video about, hey, check this Pulte subdivision out in West Phoenix. It's called Uncala. We're not doing that. We're going to take and put pictures of the house for information on these homes, on this home. Give me a call. If you notice, that's a picture of the video, and then on the YouTube portion of it, the first thing that shows up is call my wife. So we can take, for anybody who's sitting on the call going, I don't have listings to be able to do that with. Guess what? You can go to the new home communities and do it all day long. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, disgustingly simple FSBO system. Okay? Now, here's the thing that I do want to give you up front. What I'm going to teach you, you have to follow the right way. I had an agent who didn't follow it perfectly, was getting all kinds of listing appointments, but wasn't converting them very well. As soon as he started doing what we taught him, he started to list 9 out of 10. And basically what that means is you start with action, not words. People want results, not promises. Let's be honest, guys. Most people don't trust us as realtors, and we walk in telling them all the things that we're going to do. Now, I got this quote from Steve Robbins, who created FTP software. If you're a tech geek, you know what that is. If you don't, you probably never heard of it. But when I heard this from him a few years ago, I'm going, man, that's powerful stuff. All I need to do is prove up front that I can do what I tell you I'm going to do. So let's think about it. I want to take and use a tool like Reticulous's FSBO Crusher. And I'm going to use that literally when we create a video in a couple of minutes. If you don't know what that is, go to reticulous.com, go to, I think it's Tools, and click on it. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to take and have everybody who's advertising their house as a for sale by owner in your area to be able to access that information. Or I could go to forsalebywowner.com. I can go to FSBO.com. The issue, guys, isn't where can I find them. They're all there. They all have pictures, so I can turn that picture into a video immediately. Here's why this is powerful, though. Now, I'm going to give it to you from this standpoint. Let's be honest. People would rather talk to a lender, a FSBO would rather talk to a lender than a realtor. Personally, I'm never afraid to call a FSBO. But if you are, what if you had your lender call it and you use this script? Hey, this Bob with XYZ Lending. Hey, the reason I'm calling is I've created a free marketing program specifically for people trying to sell their house on their own. And this morning, I took the liberty of getting your home on the first page of Google for 5 different search terms. And all I was calling you for is to see if you'd like me to email you the list of keywords so you can go check it out. Guys, how many people will say no to that? The key to this, though, is that those videos have to be up on the first page of Google so that you got 5 different search terms to show them. You can't go in and talk to them about what you're going to do. We're going to show them by example. Right? You've seen how long it took, 3, 4, 5 minutes? You just have that done in advance, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy that is to do. So now that I got their email address, I just go, hey, now, Tom, hey, I can get your home exposed for hundreds of search terms, and here's why I offer this. If I can help you market and sell your home, all I'm looking for is the opportunity to discuss the financing on your new home and pre-qualify all the people who visit your home each week. Is that fair? I don't think we've had anybody say, no, that's not fair. Now, this requires a relationship with your lender, Because guess what, guys? Your lender is now pre-qualifying potential buyer candidates that come from these FSBOs, and we know that very few of them are going to buy that house. They now flip them over to you. Or when this seller starts to get frustrated that they can't sell the house, that's when I go, you know what, folks? You know, I've got a friend, I don't really like many realtors, but I've got a guy that I work with that is kick butt. He's the best there is. You know, how about if I have him come over and just talk to you and see what he can do to help you out, and then you guys decide from there. Well, guess what? Now my lender just got a listing appointment for me. But in the meantime, guess what? They're pre-qualifying all those buyers, and here's step 2. So once I go, yeah, that's fair, yeah, that's awesome, great. I'm going to need to get about 30 to 40 pictures of your home. When would be a good time for me to stop by and get all the pictures, and then I'll show you every tool that I give you to help you market the home. Hey, I've got Tuesday afternoon or Friday morning. Which one works better for you? Well, here's the thing, guys. Now we're going to go out. We're going to get a bunch of pictures. We're going to create, let's just call it 50. We're going to create 50 videos on this one house. I got 50 videos that I have a good shot of ranking, whatever, 60, 70% of them on the first page of Google. That now the only thing that shows up, it isn't the address of the house. It isn't any of those kinds of things. It's my name and phone number. My leads, my videos generate leads. And this is something I can have my lender do for me because it's easier and it's less time I have to spend. But if you're good at making FSBO calls and you're not afraid of it, then go ahead and do it. The scripting is almost identical. Now, the key to this is what my guy was doing wrong is he wasn't getting the videos to rank first. He was able to get appointments, but he wasn't ranking the videos. When people go and see that video, they punch in those 5 keywords or those search terms, and they see the video on their house, they're going, wow, that's really cool. That's what seals the deal. So when I said don't talk about what you're going to do, prove it up front. That's what I'm talking about. So let's take a look at expireds, right? We've got new home communities we can advertise. We've got FSBOs we can target. Very simply, now expireds. This is my MLS, here in Phoenix for the week of 4/30 to 5/7. We had 179 expireds. We had 65 the week after that. So there are expireds going on all the time, folks. So let me tell you what we do. We start out, we use the High-Tech Video Pro. Here's what we do. We take and save the pictures from MLS. We upload them to the Video Pro software. We choose the music. We enter the keywords. You put your web domain and the description in. You select the number of videos you want to create and you hit generate. Now, the software will upload it to YouTube for you, so it's really not a step 2. It'll all be done for you in one shot. Not only will it upload the video, it's going to put your keywords in, it's going to put your geo-targeting in, it's going to put your description in, it's going to do all that work for you. Now, step 3, go have a cup of coffee, relax for 60 minutes to an hour and a half, come back, look at the search terms, and for example, this is an extremely competitive search term here in Phoenix. It was the #1 unpaid ranking in 19 minutes. So now I've got my videos ranking. So now I can do this script. I simply call the expired. Hey, this is Bob with Realty One Group. You know what? I know you're probably getting a barrage of calls from pesky realtors today. So I took the liberty of getting your house listed on the first page of Google this morning for 5 different keywords just to show you the power of effective marketing. And all I was really calling you for today, Josh, was to see if you'd like me to email you the list of keywords so you can go to the first page of Google and check it out and see what that looks like. Folks, who says no to that? Now, they may go, well, I don't have my house listed again. Oh, I know. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to prove to you what the power of marketing was. What's your email address? I'll get that out to you right away. Now, once they give it to you, I just go, well, now, Josh, hey, the reason Google is so important is that 100% of home buyers today use the internet to search for homes. And in my experience, the #1 reason a home doesn't sell is because it wasn't marketed properly. You think that was the reason your home didn't sell? Folks, there is no other reason in their mind. It doesn't matter that their $100,000 house is listed for $300,000 and it looks like an episode from The Hoarders. It's because you rascally realtors didn't do your marketing job. So the reality is, I don't want to fight that. I just give it up for them. And when they go, yeah, no, that agent didn't do anything. Cool, that's what I thought. Hey, Josh, you realize I can only leave that listing up on Google for a couple days because I don't have your house listed. That makes sense, right? Now, before I start getting calls on your house, what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, stop by and show you how I use the internet, just like I did this morning, to sell your home fast by getting a massive online exposure. That way, when I start getting calls from buyers, I can show the house. Does that work for you? Now, there is a couple answers to that. Most of them are yes. They go, I'm not sure I want to still sell a house. So here's what we say. Hey, Josh, if you could still sell a house for the price that you were looking at, you obviously had a reason for putting it on the market. If I could do that for you, would you still want to sell it? And if they say, yeah, I'd look at it, well, great. Let me stop by. Let me show you what you do. And here's what we'll do, Josh. Even if you don't want to list it today, I'll take and market it as long as you're willing to pay me a commission for it. And if I sell it and you're happy with the price, I'll keep marketing for you, and you don't even have to worry about having people trucking through your house and all the normal nonsense. That work? Well, guess what, folks? Now I got them to take and let me make videos, market the property, and when we go there, I have a form that we have them sign. Hey, I'm willing to pay you a 3% commission, and you can market my house online. That way I'm covered legally. Now I have what's called a pocket listing. Well, I don't know about your MLS, but I'll tell you how ours is. A 3% co-broke for a buyer is now much more foreign than a 2% or a 2.5%. For me personally, I don't work for 2 or 2.5. We actually have people doing 1, 1.5 here in Phoenix because the houses are selling so quick. For me, I'm not willing to go through and take all that liability for that. I would much rather have a house like this or a FSBO, be able to market it, generate the buyers, not compete against other agents and their buyers, a pocket listing, and work on selling that house. Because now I can do some cool stuff with this. Hey, I can run some ads, create some Facebook pages, some Craigslist pages about marketing a home. Hey, properties that the average consumer doesn't know that's available on the market. Having a hard time finding a property to buy? I have a list of unlisted properties for sale. So there's all kinds of cool things we can do with that, right? So all you got to do then is go make your presentation and list the property. It's that easy. If they decide they don't want to list, guess what? I don't think we've had anybody who said, no, yeah, it's okay, let's market it. Go ahead and make those videos and do that. Let's market it, and if you sell it, that'll be awesome. Well, guess what? I now have a pocket listing. It's that easy, folks. So what I'd like to do now is kind of break from the PowerPoint presentation and show you how easy the software is, because one of the things I'm sure running through your mind, oh my God, where am I going to get the time to do it? So here's what I want you to consider. I'm going to talk about how you can get this work done for you at an unbelievably low price. And I don't have a way to take and see your answers, but how many of you guys right now, if I could show you how to hire somebody for $5.56 an hour that would take and gather the data, make the videos, and make the listing appointment calls for you, and all you had to do was show up on the listing appointment, how many of you guys would want to know how to do that? Josh, I don't know if they can answer that or not. I'm going to guess most people would do it. We have a young man.
We'll get some comments. I'm positive.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I think so.
Yep.
One of the people that I work with here in Phoenix, he has the luxury I'm here. We help them hire somebody for $5.56 an hour. They do all the work, and they schedule anywhere from 8 to 15 listing appointments per week for about 60-some bucks. I have to believe most of you on this call would spend $60 to be able to just do nothing but go out on listing appointments. So let's take a look. I got a break from the PowerPoint. Josh, can you still see then what's on my screen?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so what I did is let's take and do this. I did a little bit of work in advance, only just to speed it up for us. Oh, we're doing good. We're only at 11:29. This is the Reticulous FSBO Crusher tool. That all I have to do is go in here and punch in Phoenix. I did spell it right, yep. And it's going to give me a link, and all I'm going to have to do, it'll just work a little slow because we're on webinars and recording. I click on my link, and it'll take me to all the FSBOs that are listed on Craigslist right now. Now, in advance of that, I just went and found this one. Doesn't have a whole bunch of pictures, which actually is ideal for us because it gives me a good reason to go in and take more pictures. But it's that easy to take and do that, folks. Here's how you do it. You take and hit right-click, hit Save Image As. Now, this is the folder I created on my desktop. Here are all the pictures. I just did that in advance, so it's a little bit quicker. That's as fast as that, or that's as long as that takes me. So what I want to do is show you how the software is set up. The top portion of this is simply tutorials and things, the recordings on how to use the software, how to do the different things are all here. Literally, it is a 5-step process to do this. Now, we've created a checklist for you, a YouTube video, how to get this thing ranked. Most of the time, it's pretty simple, but if you have a keyword or a search term like Phoenix real estate, where there's 65,000 searches a month, guys, you're not showing up on that in 2 minutes. That one requires a little bit of different effort. So we created a cheat sheet on how to do it, and it's simple stuff. And the same thing, if I could pay somebody $2, $3, $4, $5 an hour to do that work for me, I'm good with that. We created some different branding templates, which I'll explain to you. We got a co-op advertising template. We got YouTube help videos there. So it's basically tutorial and helpful information. Now we're going to make the video. We make a video in 3 phases, beginning, middle, and end. Beginning and ending is simply branding for you. So I'm going to go and upload the image. I'm just going to choose the file. That's the one I want in the beginning. These are the ones I want in the middle. So I'm going to take, well, I'm going to do that. Let me do this. I'll go do the ending one first because they're not in the same order. So I'm going to go do the ending branding, which is just another chance for them to get to call us. And now I'm going to go and take and upload the middle, the pictures of the houses. And I'll just upload all this stuff and then delete the one. And so it's just going to upload all these files. And you can see how quick it is. I'm going to just go and delete the one slide there. All right. I'm going to go and choose some music. I'm only going to make 5. You know, my partner Paul's on here always tells me to make 20. It's more impressive. Honestly, I'm going to do like 5. So I'm going to pick 5 songs. You know, if you make 50 videos, you don't have to choose 50. It'll take and move them around. And now I got my songs. Now I'm going to do the extra information. Every time you do a video, guys, you want to take and go in and put your website in here. I'm going to put my wife's website in here. I think I'm typing it right, but if it's not right, it's still okay. So that's her website. Remember, folks, every time you upload a video on YouTube and you put your website in, you created a backlink to your existing website. It means you're helping the search, the SEO on your website. This is the most inexpensive SEO you're ever going to find. It's powerful and it works. Now, I would recommend just putting your office address in here. One of the things that YouTube likes is when you tell YouTube where you made the video, they're going to rank you higher, and so will Google. So put your office address in here. So I'm going to just, make up an address right now. It doesn't really matter because I'm not going to upload these to YouTube. So we'll put Arizona in there. We'll put Scottsdale. And so what happens now, the software is going to automatically do all the targeting for me, the geo-targeting. I don't have to think about it. Now, here's the description area. This is what you want in the description area of YouTube. So all I did in advance, I want to show you how easy this is. I created one line, call Michelle Mangold at gorgeous 4-bedroom, 3-bath home in Desert Ridge, loads of upgrade. Let me show you how easy it is to change that. I'm going to put it in line 1. Oops. Now I'm going to go there, and I'm going to put it in, let's just say I'm going to do it in 5 lines, let's say. I hit copy instead of paste. And all I got to do is go in there and change one word. We thought about doing it for you automatically, but then it's teaching you something that is a little bit more complicated. All right, so now I got my description in there. So now I've got a gorgeous 4-bedroom home. In here, it's going to be a beautiful 4-bedroom home. And here it's going to be an awesome 4-bedroom home. And here it's going to be a spectacular 4-bedroom home. And here it's going to be, let's see, an amazing 4-bedroom home. All right, I'm done. Now, this is probably the thing that we are the most excited about. Most of you go, okay, what in the world keyword? What would I target? I don't understand that. It's a mystery to me. So we built this in and we automated it. Let's just take and do something simple like Phoenix homes for sale. What this is linked into, folks, this is linked into the Google keyword tool. And yes, I know it changes in a couple weeks. It still works. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and see what people are actually searching in Google for to kind of give me an idea of what people are looking for. So, oh, Phoenix homes for sale. Let's pick that one. I'm going to add it as a tag. What this is going to do is when I add it as a tag, if I had a FSBO, let's do for sale by owner, add it as a tag. Folks, it's going to name the video for you for the keyword, which is great for it being found on Google. It's one of the ways that we can get it to rank quickly, and it's already named for you. Plus, you know that people are looking for these keywords already, right? So let's do homes for sale by zip code. You can just go through here and pick. Now, Phoenix Homes for Sale Canada. I have no idea why somebody's searching that, but guess what, folks? If it's in here, somebody's searching that frequently. Gosh, let's say I was a RE/MAX agent and I wanted to take and target everybody that was looking for Coldwell Banker listings for whatever reason. I could have my listings show up on that one. Let's say that I wanted to do that. So I've got 5 keywords. Now, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. For the purposes of today, I'm not going to upload these. But if I wanted to upload it, all I have to do is enable it, put my username and keyword in, test the login, and what will happen is I'm going to go and hit Generate Videos. I'm only going to make 5 of these, and you'll be able to watch it while we go through it. The reason that I don't want to upload it now is because these are just bogus videos. But the system now is going to take, and let's say that we made 50 videos at one time, and that's the max you can make at any one time. If you went and uploaded 50 videos to your YouTube channel, YouTube's going to recognize you as a spammer. And you don't want to do that. They're going to shut down your account. What our system will do is it'll take and upload, let's say, 3 videos now. It'll wait 5 or 6 minutes and upload 5, and it may wait another 20 minutes and upload 5. So it might take a little bit of time to upload them if you're doing 50 at one time. So you can see it's already on the 4th video. And so literally, it'll take and do it in a way that you don't tick off YouTube. And when you do upload it, folks, it puts the description in there. It does the geo-targeting for you. It does all that. All right, so the videos are done. So now I'm going to download it. That'll just take a couple of seconds. Or take, I don't think it'll take 12 minutes. So now we're just downloading it, and I'll show them to you. There's only one thing that we want you to do when the videos are uploaded to YouTube. In the title on YouTube itself, we want you to go and put your name and phone number on it. Because, folks, one of the things we do know is not everybody will watch the video, but they will call you from it. So if you remember on the FSBO listing, or the new home listing that I showed you, I had my wife's name and the phone number there first. That's what shows up on YouTube. Because if they don't watch the video, but they go, that's the agent I'm calling, you just happen to be the 3rd site, that's the one I want to call. I don't want to watch this video. I want to be able to have them call me. Plus, I want to make it simple for people to find me and communicate with me because that's what I wanted. I'm looking for the buyer call. And so literally this will just open it on completion, so it's almost done. It's got 2 seconds left. And the only reason it even takes this long, guys, is because I'm on this. So now you can see here are the 5 different videos. You can see they're different lengths. You can tell by the kilobytes. So they're completely unique videos. The reason that the software does that, though, folks, is that Google doesn't want you to take and load the same video up for 50 different keywords. They will blacklist you for that. So every one of these videos are completely unique and different. They have different songs. They have different length. The order of those slides are in a different order. So when Google spiders crawl those and YouTube spiders crawl those are completely new and unique videos. So this is just the first one.
And while this is playing, the point of this is not to impress them with the video itself. It's to impress them with the marketing result.
Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, this is actually a perfect FSBO for me. The reason is they had very few pictures in there. It gives me the reason I got to get more pictures, guys. These aren't the greatest pictures. That's what I care about, the beginning and the end. So you got 5 different videos that are completely different. The other thing is if you don't have the system automatically upload it for you, guess what? Here's all the stuff. All you can do is go copy and paste all this. Just take this, copy, paste, put that in the description area of YouTube. We recommend just doing it automatically, but it's all there if you want to do it that way. But now I have 5 completely different, unique videos that I can take and go out and target to get on the first page of Google. And the reality of it is, like if you notice one of the pictures in there wasn't real clear, it's because it wasn't real clear on Craigslist. So that actually works to my favor because I need to be, if they go and look at it, they go, well, you know, there's not that many pictures. It's like, well, I know, folks, but you didn't have that many for me to grab. So that's why I need to come over and get more pictures. So if you look at this, Totally different video. Everything starts the same in the beginning and the end. See, the music's different. It's different time. And if I take it, it's got a different order of slides. That's how fast it is to get it done, guys. It's no more difficult than that. And so we don't need to overcomplicate it. That's all it takes to work. Okay? It can happen that quickly. So let me give you another one. I'm not going to dwell too much on this. But how many of you guys think that your lender, let's say that you went out over the next, let's say 3 months. It's not real aggressive. Let's say you made 3,000 videos over the next 3 months. You've seen how easy it was, right? How many of you guys think that your lender would like to have an ad on there, and maybe your insurance person, and maybe a house painter, and maybe a carpet cleaner, or a title company? You could co-op it, let them put their ad on there, use that as your branding slide, and charge them money. So let me just give you an idea. One of our guys in a small town did this. He's got 12 vendors paying him $50 a month, which is, they're going to do 200 videos, which means he was looking to buy a new car. He's making $600 a month from this. Now, the comment on there was like, dude, you should be charging more. But at the end of the day, this guy just simply wanted to go and rent a new Beamer, lease a new Beamer, and it was $600. He goes, here's how I paid for it. That's the power of this. So, what kind of videos can you produce with this? Well, you can do property listing, community highlights, foreclosure properties, HUD homes. What about doing this for open houses? New to the market, buyer tips, seller tips, FAQs, testimonials, B2B partners, new to the neighborhood. Let me go back one place. You know the number one industry that wants to advertise on these are restaurants. Are you hungry after a long day of shopping for a home? Take 10% off Yard House. Think outside the box, guys. Okay, here's the next logical question. Does this thing really work? So what I'm going to do is run through a series of Facebook posts that we have from our Facebook mastermind group. So when somebody becomes a member of High Tech Video Pro, they get access to this mastermind group where they're able to communicate with all these other members and see what's really going on. So I'm going to go through a couple of these. I don't want to read them all too much for you. But the first one came, it said, hey, made 6 of these videos for an expired this morning, called them about an hour ago for their email address, sent these search terms, just got a call back. They want me to list with them on Friday. This was the first expired she contacted. I did 2 FSBO videos today. Called one, did the script, and was asked, why'd you do that? Well, I explained to him that I'm helping him sell his home and keep the videos on Google One. I need better pics. He was very adamant on not listing, but is willing to pay 3%. So I told him if he signed an agreement to let me market and pay me a 3% buyer's commission, I'll keep the videos up. The main thing is I have an appointment with him tomorrow, and I'll have my foot in the door if he does list. My second FSBO video, they loved. They're sending me 40 pictures tonight at high resolution, and I meet with them tomorrow as well. Uploaded 10 videos today on the first page of Google for 6 of the 10 keywords. This is from a lender. Hey guys, I had a realtor referred to me who was moving into my market from out of state. She's breaking into the market, working a model home for a builder. We have her on page 1 of Google for 23 out of 28 terms we went after. The new realtor thinks I walk on water, and I just need to do the same thing with more realtors. This realtor, obviously she's having luck. This is the flyer that she's going to start using for farming. Look at that, first 5 spots on page 1 of Google. Your home could be here too. She also uses that as her branding slide when you start. I'd not checked for a few days, and to have the top 9 spots is just too much fun. My partner used a similar success page at a listing appointment today, and the clients loved what they saw. They'll list their current home and sell them their new one, about 1.2 to 1.3 million in volume. Gotta love it. This one was really about buyers. And guys, I'm not going to tell you you're going to get 1,000 buyer leads from this every week, but I just want you to know that if you'll do these things, this actually came from the Facebook posting. Hey, I'd like to buy a home or rent to own, even if can you only do that if it's a HUD home. This from a gentleman. Okay, who's received new listings for the system? Share your success. I have two new buyers. Hey guys, exciting news this morning. I just started getting the videos ranking and had a prospective buyer from New York text me at 8 a.m. this morning. I know its main purpose is to get listings, but now I can speak to the power of getting buyers through this method as well.
This was an $800,000 listing, folks, that he ended up selling at 3% as a $24,000 commission. Not a bad day. I think we could all agree on that one, right? So the big question is, we've kind of walked through what the system is and how it works. We wanted to show you some proof that it really does work. So the big question now is really, how much is this thing going to cost me, right? There's no such thing as a free ride. So we really made this disgustingly expensive. It's $69 a month, folks. $69 a month to have that kind of impact on your business. Now, our website is www.hightechvideopro.com. That's where you'd go to take and sign up. So let's talk about what's included in the license. Well, first of all, you get the video builder software. You can create as many videos as you want. We just do 50 at a time. You can create 10,000 videos if you want. We just do 50 at a time. The reason we do that, we can't think of a big reason you'd want to do more than that for any one specific thing. That's all. But you want to go out and do it, recreate another 50, and you can make as many videos as you want. So you get to automatically create 50 unique versions of video to be used for SEO and linking. You get a music library. We've got about 100 licensed where we own the rights to take and have the music play in there. All videos are done in high def. That's an important thing now. Automated keyword and backlink texting or backlinking text is in the videos. And you get 2 IP addresses per license. What that means is you can log in from 2 different places. So again, the domain name is Hightech Video Pro. It's hitechvideopro.com is where you go to sign up. And we're going to give everybody this bonus. We talked a little bit about how you can get this done for relatively, pennies on the dollar. And we recorded one of our VIP outsourcing webinars, which is how to outsource 90% of your real estate business, including cold calling, for less than $300 a month. So when you sign up, you're going to get that bonus, and it's right inside the software. Now, you want to save some money? You can do an annual license, meaning you pay for the whole year up front. And if you do that, you get 2 months free. So you save $138. It'd be $690 for the year. It saves you 2 months, which is $138. That's like paying $57.57 a month, folks. That's how inexpensive it can be to radically change your business and to take and start having other marketing dollars coming into you on top of it. So if you're serious about generating more listings, getting yourselves, much bigger exposure online, which we can all agree has to be done, this is an amazing tool for $69 a month, or a little bit less than $700 a year. Now, if you sign up for the annual, we're going to take and give you a free YouTube training course. It's not one that we created. It's a young lady from Canada that we work with and did a great job. There's 65 plus video training. It's a 65 video training library on everything you need to become a master of YouTube. Now, the real reason that we think that's important, folks, your job as a realtor is to sell real estate. We did this so that you could work with an outsourcing VA, a virtual assistant, let them go and learn how to use YouTube if they're not good at it, and just be able to give them the videos. So when you sign up for an annual license, you'll get this absolutely free. Now, how do you do that? You just simply go to hitechvideopro.com. You click on sign up, and you're going to be taken to this page. You can either choose monthly or annual. And that's all there is to it, folks. So it's very simple to sign up, extremely powerful tool. Inside the software, there's training in there on how to use the system, although, folks, please do not overcomplicate it. It's as easy as what I just showed you in this video. There's checklists in there for you to follow. We're always available. We have a customer service manager who will respond to your questions and help answer those things for you. And don't make it harder than it is, but we've provided everything you possibly could need for either $69 a month or less than $700 a year. So we hope you're as excited about the product as what we are, what it can do for your life, what it can do for your business, how that will help you financially. And we appreciate you coming and watching this. We hope to take and bring you aboard as a member of Hightech Video Pro, and look forward to having a long and very prosperous relationship together. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, go to www.hightechvideopro.com to sign up, and we'll see you on the other side.